Welcome to the program. Today we're going to do a Chinese chicken salad. And this is a great center of the plate salad, and it's a little bit more involved, but it's well worth the extra effort. It's has a great combination of vegetables and fruits and nuts, and if you decide that you would rather have a vegetarian item, just omit the chicken, and it's a great vegetarian item as well. The first thing to get started, we're going to make the marinade for the chicken. And for the marinade, we're going to put in a half a cup of teriyaki sauce. And we need a half cup of water. A little bit of garlic. And some fresh ginger. Take and peel the outside of the ginger. You can scrape it with a knife or a spoon. And we want to add our chicken breasts. These are a boneless 4-ounce skinless chicken breast. Then the chicken needs to go into the refrigerator for a couple hours.
The Chinese chicken salad has a homemade dressing that is made with peanut butter and sesame seed oil. These oils contain monounsaturated and omega-3 types of fats. Monounsaturated fats lower our blood cholesterol without lowering our HDL. HDL is a high-density lipoprotein. That is a blood fat carrier that gathers our cholesterol up in the blood and helps send it back to the liver to get rid of it. The latest advice from the American Heart and American Diabetes Association is to eat less total fat and replace our other fats with our monounsaturated. Our monounsaturated fats can be found in our nuts, seeds, olives, and oils.
So we're going to need a half a cup of sesame oil. A little bit of garlic. Some honey. A little rice wine vinegar. Some soy sauce. This is the light soy sauce. A little chili puree of garlic. You could also use Tabasco sauce for this as well. And then a third of a cup of peanut butter.
In the preparation of the homemade salad dressing, Chef Ron uses the peanut butter as an emulsifier. An emulsifier helps to keep dressings creamy and the particles in suspension to help coat the salad fruits and the salad greens. By using a light soy sauce, the sodium content is reduced by 500 milligrams per serving without reducing the flavor of the dressing. A reduced sodium or a natural peanut butter could have also been used to reduce the sodium levels even further.
And they combine all the ingredients together real well. Just work that peanut butter in. Okay, then we can just reserve that until we're ready with the rest of the salad.
This recipe is a filling portion of food with a high nutrient density. Now, nutrient density is the concept of packing the most amount of nutrients into the least amount of calories. A salad with an abundant amount of fresh fruits and vegetables and salad greens are very filling. Research has shown that foods with a high water and high fiber content are satisfying and keep you from being hungry in a short amount of time.
We'll start off with some of the butterhead lettuce. The butterhead is a nice tender lettuce. It's related to the Bibb lettuce or the Boston lettuce. It's got a nice buttery, creamy taste to it. And we need to chop one head of the lettuce. Next, we're going to put some green onions in, and chopped as well. Fresh cilantro. Some sliced water chestnuts. A cup of bean sprouts. Next, we're going to add some snow peas, and for the snow peas, you want to cook those first. We're going to saute those. These should be cut up bite-sized. You could also take and put these in boiling water and blanch those just for a minute or so, and then chill them down real quickly. You don't want to cook these very long. And we're going to add a little sesame oil. Bringing the heat to the snow peas, it adds a little crunch to it, it brightens that color, and you can certainly take the snow peas and put them into this dish raw, but this just enhances the flavor a little bit. The next thing we're going to put in is some carrots that are julienne. And to julienne the carrots, take the carrot and cut it on a bias, real thin. You know, make it a large, wide strip. And you can stack these on top of each other and cut them into little strips. And then we're going to do the same thing with the red pepper.
Red bell peppers are good for you because they contain lycopene, an antioxidant that protects against certain cancers.
The recipe calls for fresh pineapple. Now be sure any of your fruit and vegetable that you be sure you wash them first before you do your cutting. And we're just going to take the top and the bottom off. The fresh pineapple, if you get some that's, it's got a nice yellow color to it, it's not that dark green color, because when the pineapple, when they pick the pineapple, it doesn't continue to ripen anymore. If they pick it green, it stays green. Go ahead and trim the pineapple down the sides.
Pineapples contain an enzyme called bromelain, which digests food by breaking down the protein. There is evidence that points to the anti-inflammatory benefits of bromelain.
These pieces of the salad we're going to keep separate from the rest of the salad and add that at the end to build that salad up. Next thing for the salad is a mango. And when you get the mango, be sure it's it's a ripe. It's got a little soft, little give to it, but nothing too terribly soft. Mangoes have a large pit in the middle, kind of a flat oval-shaped pit that we need to take off of here. If you look at the mango, you can see that this is actually the flat part, and it's wider through here. So if you follow down the stem, you just want to follow along the seed as closely as possible on both sides. You'll get these large pieces here. There's going to be some around the outside edge, and we'll come back to that. But then you take the mango and score that about every ½ inch. You want to cut down through here as much as possible, but not come all the way through.
A mango contains a high content of vitamin A and vitamin C.
Then you should be able to spread out like that. At this point, you either pick it off, or you can slice it off, or take a spoon and take it off of the skin. Then on the outside edge, mangoes are a little slippery to hold on to, but take and peel around here. You're not going to get much more off of this than the two main pieces. Salad calls for a head of radicchio, which is a nice red variegated type of green, and it has a little bit more of a bitter taste to it. We'll save 4 of the outer leaves to use for liners for the salads. And the rest of it will get shredded into the salad. At this time, we'll stop and we'll do our chicken breasts next. We'll cook those off before we put the rest of the salads together. We add a little bit of the sesame oil. Brown the chicken breasts. Now this marinade, we're going to actually poach the chicken in the marinade, and the remainder of the marinade that's left over, we want to throw it away because it had that raw chicken and we don't want to keep that around. You want to add about a third of a cup of marinade. Putting the lid on there is going to help keep the flavors inside the skillet and into the chicken. Is going to keep a more constant heat and help with the moisture. We don't lose that moisture. You could also take the chicken and do it outside on a barbecue. It would be just really great there as well. You would need to brush it with a little bit of the extra marinade, but be sure that you take the heat to cook that marinade through. You want to be sure that the breasts are starting to shrink up. They're starting to get a little dark color around the edge. And you turn them over. You want to give them another 3 or 4 minutes on the other side to cook that breast through. Most of this sauce in here should evaporate and be gone when you're done and be incorporated into the chicken breast. So after the chicken gets cooked, we're going to take and cut it into strips for the salad. And we will mix the greens up, put the chicken on top, add the pineapple and the mango and the peppers and carrots and the cashews and build that salad. And then we'll put that dressing on at the very end. We'll check the chicken now. Get a nice brown color to it. And all the liquid is evaporated. I think we're there. Be sure when you take the chicken that you don't put it back into the marinade that had the chicken when it was raw, so that you're going to contaminate the rest of your food. Put it on a clean plate or a clean pan. And then we're going to cut the chicken into strips. Okay, and at this point we're ready to compose our salad. First of all, we'll mix the greens. So we're going to put the radicchio leaf on here just as a little accent color. And then the chicken breast. And we're going to mix some of the pineapple and the mango on top of that. And we'll add some of the julienne carrots. Some of the julienne peppers. And we're going to add some of the toasted cashews. And then we're going to put some of the dressing on. And there we have it, Chinese chicken salad. Nice bright colors, a lot of textures there, the crunch, the sweetness, the flavor from the peanut butter and the soy. Makes a great meal.